Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel, and we will start a series from here for our intermediate Excel training. And this is just an introduction video, and I will make few points very clear, which will be very useful during this training or anywhere if you do any Excel training. So these are some points to remember. Just wanted to highlight this before we start with the training. So every function and formula starts is equal to signature. So you have to remember this. So simple mathematical operator, if you do this, like if you add this and 1 and 2, you have to start it with equal signature. So I will select this, then operator signature is plus, and now this. So it says 3. It wouldn't have been yeah, completed if I have not put this equal signature. So if I remove this, you can see it doesn't function anything. It doesn't give any output. So you have to remember this. Secondly, these are basic operators which we have learned in school, will be useful throughout the formula learning. So you have to remember we will use this, that is plus, subtraction, multiplication, division, and a power button. These are available on our keyboard in very simple to use. Just you have to select shift plus uh, to use it. So suppose example power buttons, shift 6 if I use it will select the power button, I mean power symbol. Secondly, to trace your formulas and functions, you have to use you can use, I mean, dependencies or track it. So let's say where it is. So if you go and you're in formula, if if I go and select this and I want to understand where this number is dependent in the sheet here. So I just went in formula, trace dependent, so I could see that this cell is referenced in this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell. So everywhere it has been dependent. If I delete this or remove it, these result will be affected somewhere. So let's say I just go and delete this one, the result changes. Still the references are there, that's the reason you can see the arrow, because the formula still says F7. I can remove the arrow from here. I put the one back. This is how we see the precedent of the formula. That means which all cells are dependent or which all formulas are dependent on with this particular cell. And if I have to see the dependent, I mean, sorry, that is dependent, and now we are looking at the precedent. I mean, this is formula over here. So on which cells are there which are driving this result. So if I click on trace depend precedent, I could see that these two cells are the one who are throwing, I mean giving this result. I mean this function is dependent on these two cells. So this is how we can audit our formula sheet, which is you might be not aware of that sheet and you started working on it. The very first you can go and trace your all formulas and dependents, and this is how you remove the arrows. Apart from this, if you want to know where in this sheet there are formulas, you can just click on show formulas and it will show each and every formulas in the cells which have, I mean, if you see here it says 7 plus minus, so this, so you can see all those cells which have formula or mathematical formulas or functions. So this is function, these are formulas. So you click again and it is gone. So these are basic operators that you will need, or a basic understanding we have to keep throughout the session, throughout all videos. That's it. Let's meet up to the next video. Thank you.